Okay, there's our flowers. I'm here to talk to you about the Safety Survival Spear, which I have here on the table with me. This is something that you could throw to someone with supplies inside. It is hollow. Inside this hollow spear, this is a case that we could probably break it apart and carry it in, different sizes. The amount of things you could place in here, like 20, 30 different types of screws right up the top of my head, a little spear to fish with. You can have LED lighting, a nice light at the end of your thing on both sides. So when you're walking down the trail, see this? Screws on and off. Also a little, you can put an eye hook, regular hook to hook wires if you have to hand it up to somebody. Again, here's the case, you can carry it with this. Any type of little case, but we haven't have our own little case to carry your survival safety spear with. It's endless what we can do with this spear. You have to throw the rope to people. Maybe put a little fishing line at the end with an eye hook. So you could pull it back if you actually get a bad throw. But if you take your time, and the average person can toss it almost 100 feet. And that's a lot. You might be able to get across a creek, get across a river, a small river to someone. Someone stuck it up in a tree, throw it to them. I mean, so they have something. They could break apart and have food and matches, lighting. I also want it for boats, and I want the flares inside, so you can actually use the spear itself. Once it's broken in half, place the flares in them. There should be a few inside, sealed, waterproof, and you can shoot the flare up. Maybe you even have 5 flares and extra ones, in order to get to a high spot where you can just safely shoot out of the top the flare itself. That's just one thing. Another thing, you could pack it with so much of that dried out food that it would be unbelievable. You could eat for a month. See, this is a small version. I have the big version. This is a small one I use for competition to throw. And by the way, I'm actually a gold medalist. I won my state championship, the Keystone Games in Pennsylvania. But the average person, I think I can get the throw close to 80, 100 feet, and even guys that's a little bit trained a little better. Firemen can use it to toss lines to people in boats, or someone drowned and stuck somewhere. Keep throwing it past them. You can get a really good, accurate toss without throwing a rock at them or something heavy. You can toss it over them, around them, let it float right up to them. The spear is unbelievable. The uses that you can do it to hand people up things, up and down. Like I said, you just make it safe. You put a blunt edge if you need it, but just use common sense. It's like anything else. There might be a little danger in the points, but you can actually, it's worth the distance, the extra distance that you can get to throw to someone in need. Just to have a light and a spear, which is going through the trails. It's not for me. I remember on a couple of trails in the jungle that I wish I had a spear, because all I had was a stick with a point. We had the machetes, but it came in handy just to have it. And like I said, in some cases you can even have the light on with a little spray, pepper spray on each end, which that will be coming later. I'm going to have a little case with all different kinds of ends and things to put inside. It's unlimited what can be placed in here, because things are so light these days. Matches and lighters, and just to get a start fire if we can't get to them for a day or two. Again, the Safety Survival Spear, coming soon. Like I said, this is one I use in competition. It's a little fancy colors, but most of them will be any color. Camouflage if you like, or you can make them a bright orange so they can be seen easily in woods in the dark. Okay? Or the baby blue. Again, my safety survival spear will come in handy on the boats. Every boat should have one with a hook on the end. You screw a hook on the end so you can get a line. Someone needs to pull the boat in. Loaded with flares and signal equipment and any type of equipment, maybe some food, dried food that you need, and water to clean the water. Actually, it's unlimited what we can do with this. I think it's a good idea. Everyone should have a survival spear in case of emergency, or like I said, on the hunting camps. And every boat should have one. Thank you. It's Mikey out. Survival Safety Spear. Safety Survival Spear.